Hello guys, welcome back. It's Illogical as always, and today, Elden Ring has patch notes. Let's see what happened. Right, so obviously we're looking, so you get the PvP exclusive changes that we're going to look at here super quick. So in terms of equipment, increase poise damage of normal attacks for the following weapons, being light greatswords, backhand blades, hand-to-hand weapon arts, or hand-to-hand arts, base claws. Right, so basically a lot of the lighter end weapons, I have a lot of the lighter end weapons did struggle at breaking poise. That I did notice. So it did. A lot of the lighter weapons did have a really unusual tendency of not being able to break poise just as easily. But this here should hopefully help it out a little bit more. Increase the poise damage of dual wield attacks for the following again. So I'm nearly sure they've done this once before, because obviously we've got straight swords, thrusting swords, curved swords, katanas, spears, whips, fists and claws. Like, instantly I'm sort of thinking to myself, okay, interesting. So they may not have their damage back, but they do have their poise damage back, if that makes sense. So that's interesting to see. Increase the poise damage of the native claws throwing attack. Okay. Interesting. Decrease the backstab on vulnerability window when the Fine Crucible Feather are equipped. So decrease the backstab and vulnerability. That basically brought back the Dark Souls 2 backstab. Oh no, hang on. That actually could have explained why your dude was able to backstab me. Interesting. I'll give it. Yeah, interesting. Skills. Savage Lion's Claw, one of my favourites. The second hit from the follow-up is now easier to land. Decreased damage animation of the first attack against other players. So it's the damage is now better spread out between the second part and the first part. Right, okay, so it's more of a balance rather than a nerf. Raging Beast reduced the invulnerability, Blind Spot reduced the invulnerability, and Palm Blast reduced the amount of poise generated. Ouch, I think is the way to say that. Because I know Palm Blast was a lot of people's sort of go-to for dealing with ganks. Blind Spot was just overall annoying, and Raging Beast was basically the equivalent to Blind Spot. Okay then. Spells and incantations. Miriam's Vanishing, decreased the invulnerability window, again, okay. Ned's Lightning Spear, increased the attack power of the initial Lightning Spear, okay. Decreased the power of the follow-ups. And then also decreased the poise damage of all spears generated by the spell. Okay. So now we're going on to the general balance adjustment. So this affects everybody. So it does increase damage. I'm nearly sure that says animation. Right, increase the damage of the light greatsword charge attacks against enemies other than players. Okay, so this is purely PvE. Change the stats and statuses of the following. Right. So I'm assuming that there's because she's busted, and these two help you in the last boss fight. So that's interesting. Increase the attack power and damage negation of spirit summons. Okay, increase the attack power. Okay, right, that's not really all that needed. Armament. Increase the attack power scaling when increase the attack power scaling. Right, so these three just got damage buffs across the board. So the repeating crossbow, the spread crossbow, and the Radabath's cannon got buffs across the board. Shield of Night increases the damage negation when blocking physical attacks. Okay. Euphoria. Now, this pissed me off, right? This kind of annoyed me. I'm a little bit annoyed with this one, right? Because the Euphoria was so fucking strong. So it was. I don't think people actually used it. It was ridiculous. It was a fucking blender. The only problem that you had with it is building up the luster, right? But now here, look at this here. Increase the holy damage when the weapon has its luster restored. So it's even stronger now. Decrease the number of attacks required to restore the weapon's luster. Again, this was the issue. Increase the duration of the luster's restoration effect. right? Do we understand the problem here? Right, I was trying to get this weapon art killed for Sunlight Blades top 10. But of course, that proved to be damn near impossible because the weapon killed them before you could get the enhanced weapon art off. But this makes the weapon more overall usable, and hopefully we will see it more, because that is interesting. Golden Land Shield, it basically just gets guard strength increase. Golden Fist, add an attack hitbox to the hand portion of the ranged fist. Okay. Smith Script Hammer, increase poise damage of the swing portion of the throwing attacks. The projectile is unchanged. Increasing it doesn't matter. The heavy attacks true combos anyway. Spread Crossbow, decrease the generated status build up when using bolts that have status. So that got nerfed, so the sleep combo got nerfed, so I'm quite happy with that there. Ailment Talisman, after the onset, basically it just helps a little bit more, and then obviously the Clarifying Charm gives you a little bit more focus. So, okay, I can at least live with that there. Savage Land Claw, increase the attack power and poise damage of the first attack. But these are general changes. Are you mad? You reduce the poise damage, but then you increase the attack power. Hang on. Hold up. Right. Let me just scroll up here again. Right. So where are we? We're looking for right. The second hit is now easier to land. Decrease the damage animation of the first attack against other players. And then if you I'm sorry, I do not know what the hell happened there. But then whenever you come down here, increase the attack power and the poise damage. Okay. Swift Slash, reduced movement and extended recovery time. Thank fuck. Overhead stance, increase the attack power against enemies other than players. Okay. Crucible Wings, increase the attack power, which means it's going to hit even harder, and you can also free him now. Plus, it is giving you more poise, because I did find that was a rather annoying thing, was where you were just able to get knocked out of it so easily. So now you've got poise, but not just that there, you can also free him if you really do want. Lightspeed Slash, I believe, is from one of Radahn's swords. The additional light attacks are now affected by the attack power and ability skilling of the weapon. Now, immediately that's whenever that's going to be devastating. Rancor Slash, this is from the... Rancor Slash is from both the glaive and the... I think it is actually on both, so it is the glaive and the sword, which is a curved sword, but it's more like a dagger. Increase the attack power of the Vengeful Spirits, thank fuck. Increase stamina damage against guarding enemies. That's just nasty. Ravager Blade, I believe, is from the Horn Sense swords. Can't remember what it's called. Horn Calling, increase the attack power against enemies, not players. Horn Calling Storm, increase the damage. Okay. Weed Cutter, increase the speed of attacks. Okay. Weed Cutter is... I keep calling him Rasharka, but he's not Rasharka. I don't have his name in front of me, so I don't, but there's his sword. Romina's Purification, increase the power values when using the skill. I can't remember what Romina's Purification... Is that the glaive? Aye, Purification, yeah, that might be it. There's the new glaive. Red Bear Hunt, increased attack power, increased poise values. Nice. Rancor Shot, which is from the bone bow, decreased status build up. Repeating fires, obviously from the repeating crossbow. Adjust attack power to compensate for the increase in weapon. Okay. Feeble Lord's Frenzied Flame, reduce the frenzy status effect build up against enemies. Okay. Revenge of the Night, increase poise damage and attack power when the skill is used immediately after guarding against an attack enemy. Enemy attack. Revenge of Night. I don't know why I haven't seen most of these, to be fair. Glennblade Trio, increased attack power. Blades of Stone, adjust the attack power for the first, third, and charges. Increase the attack power of the non-charge. Basically, just overall buffs. Glenstone Nail and Nails both got buffed. Impenetrable Thorns got nerfed. All generating now track. Decreased attack power and poise damage, and then also decreases the hemorrhage status effect. Rings of Spectral Light increases attack power and frostbite build-up, and Vortex of Putrescence increase attack power and frostbite build-up. These two things I have a feeling might get a little bit over... I think these two might have got overtuned. We'll find out soon. Minor Erdtree, increase the HP. Land of Shadow, improved enemy tracking. Good, because it's meant to be the exact same as Elden Stars, but it's just shite. Spirit increases attack speed. Nice, because that annoyed me. It has such a long cast time. Watchful Spirit. Again, it was kind of a dud incantation. Divine Beast Tornado looks good, which is increased attack power. Enemies hit, now gets launched. And the tornado is less likely to disappear with collision with terrain, which is amazing in my opinion. So it is. Rain of Fire, finally. This is actually good, because I think this was the weakest spell to come out. No, actually there's a few other ones, but this is a good improvement. Roar of Regalia, increased poise damage and attack power. Nice. Various Blades of Ansbach. For the investment that you had to put into it and got nothing out, this is good. Just so you understand, this is good. And then you get Rotten Butterflies, increased Scarlet Rot build-up, Stars build-up, reduces the interval between damage ticks, and increased attack range. Nice. Ashes, I don't, like, a lot of them is just like, yeah, no. Like, no. You don't really... Who is using other ashes other than Mimic? Let's be very clear here, right? Let's like, seriously. Who is using ashes other than Mimic? I would be very surprised. As for this here, change NPC, signs of certain boss fights, summon bug fixes, physical attack display, war pick weapon. What? Fix the physical attack attribute that displays with the war pick. So finally, it's got fixed. Motions and hitbox. Alright, Swift Spear. Oh god, there was actually a few really nasty bugs. Let me see here. There was actually just from looking here. Fix the bug where the damage of the normal attacks of the Darkmoon Greatsword were lower than intended. Ouch. Okay, so Darkmoon Greatsword got an unintentional buff there. Physical attack for the Warpick's now been displayed correctly. It's a thrust-based weapon, so that means you can actually stack it with Spear Talisman. Some attacks with the Swift Spear, so they fixed the hitboxes on that one, thank God. Fixed a bug that prevented the Twin Blade Talisman from affecting the perfume bottles. Okay. Physical attack attributes of the thrusting shields. Fixed a bug with the physical attack attributes of some attacks of the thrusting shields weapon type were different than expected. Okay. Fixed a bug that allowed the use of arrows, great arrows, bolts, great bolts that should not be usable for the following weapon types: longbow, light bows, longbows, great bows, crossbows, and ballistas. Yeah, fixed a bit with increasing the power of incantation light of Mikla with the circular light helmet did not apply correctly. Okay, fixed a bug with the FP consumption. Fixed a bug that caused the FP consumption when using unending dance skill while not meeting the ability requirements of the weapon. Okay, again, like there's a lot of little things that you sort of have to look at, and you're like, eesh. There we go. There's another one. Didn't hit enemies. Fierce Blades of Incantation did not apply hemorrhage stars build up. Caused Golden Arc's incantation to generate attacks slower when cast from the left hand. There's a lot of these things a lot of these bugs you might want to actually go and read through them, because there's a lot of very interesting ones. So there is, from my opinion. Fix a bug where multiplayer or area borders are different than intended in some areas. Yeah, that seems to be a thing. Yeah, okay, so there's a lot to do. There's a lot to deal with. There was a lot to go through. Overall, I'm very happy with this here. I'm expecting about 2 or 3 patches, and then that'll be the end of the balancing, so I do. But as it sits right now, I'm quite happy with this. This works for me. I like this. So guys, I hope you all enjoyed. Please like, share, and subscribe if you didn't enjoy. And remember guys, not everything goes to plan. Bye!